Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man Bad Chad and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and we got Nathan in the house, and we are trying to put this big monster engine in this car today. We've got it in there right now. It's not where we want it, so we're gonna have to pull it back out to cut some more. We're just gonna have to keep cutting until we get there. But what happened is we made some mounts yesterday. We got them bolted on. Now what's happening is I'm making the pieces that go to the frame to hook to our motor mount. Nathan is inside here right now. If you want to come in and take a look, sweetheart, just show you what we're doing, just so you know. So we really didn't have anything, but what we have is we ordered our local Napa store. We got some upper control arm bushings out of a car that we don't know. We just explained what we wanted. He sent some things over. These are the ones that we like that we're using, and basically we're just kind of reaming them out, or Nate is.
One size off. We had to drop to the 1/2-inch hole, and that's it. Just one size off it was.
So basically what's happening is I got a half-inch hole in the mount on the engine. We have a piece of pipe with 3/16 wall, and we've got one control arm going this side, one control arm bushing going in that side, and that is going to make our mount. So we got our control arm inside that. That's going to go inside here. Just trying to sand it down so I can get it to fit. Just a little bit more. That bushing right there, we want to take that back out and we will pin it in there, but right at the present moment, we will not. We'll mock it up. We'll maybe weld some 1-inch to the frame maybe, but we want to, like Nathan said, pull these bushings out so we don't burn them up, and then we'll pin them after. So right now I'm just sanding them off, trying to make.
So you're still sanding, okay.
Yeah, I got one more to sand, I think, Nate.
You got one here already, one set already sanded?
You can take that one drilled again if you like. Has to be drilled again because I'm burning it up. That one there, I think, let's just take a look at the end of it. You got one there, do you?
Where?
That one there.
Okay.
What I did is I cut a little bit off them on one side to get the length to fit where we're going. That's the distance. Basically, now I'm just sanding it off, trying to make it fit nice and tight and right, and get the right distance. I honestly, I think I'd rather sand something to get it to fit than cut. Let's see if you want to put them two together, see if they'll fit in there yet. And if it's hot, it's because it is.
Don't worry about too much. I'll get you.
Just gonna try to get it fit in there first. We're still off by a bit. Just get the bushings in there, I guess. These are the ones that are being sanded. I can cut a little bit more off them, I guess, is what I'm telling myself.
Okay.
Shit, a bit more off this one. I was shy on the cut, and the reason I was shy on the cut is I did not want to make it too small, and now I'm in the sand. Got a nice little rubber bushing there. It's pretty. We'll pin those after. Just got to get it in there, that's all. I could knock that open just a little bit with a hammer, no doubt in my mind. Don't know if I want to do that or not. Do I want to hit it with a hammer, knock it open, or keep going?
Take a little bit more. Whichever one's less, I'll take one and stick the drill through, and you can sand the other one if you want.
I just want to hit that with the hammer first, and then I'll give it all to you.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, we're so close. But yet so far away.
If you tap it too much, that bolt won't go straight
I didn't
through.
get too much at all, I don't think. Just gonna have to cut more off it next time. Just gonna have to pay more attention. If you want to pull the engine
I
out,
can pull that in.
and then we can just, and we're gonna end up putting it back in anyways, because if you want to show them where it's hitting, Nathan, and just explain why we're taking it back out, I'll sand these if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some noise, but.
Yeah. So the piece of the X brace there in that frame is still hitting where the side of the pan up in there a little bit. And so we've made the call that he's going to come back here where the X brace joins at the end of the tail shaft. We're going to cut that whole X brace right out of the frame, and then it'll fit right in nice where he wants it to. They'll mock the motor mounts up and mock a tranny mount up. And then when we pull the motor out, lift the body off, then we'll box the frame and build a nice cross member for it after the body's off. But if we can just situate where it's going to set first and then pull the body off, we can do the rear and dry shaft after. So
That we put this little piece of square stock on the back of where the hood's going to lie on the engine, and then we know how far we want that.
Yeah, so we got to go down about 2 more inches, drop it down, and there's no problem with the oil pan with the steering or anything. That's going to be okay. There's no issues there. And then after the mounts are made off the frame, after he has the mounts made off the frame, he might even put a joint or two between the two down across and underneath it too.
It won't be finished, that's for sure.
And then I think I've got the 90 degree that screws on here, and we can put the filter out here for the oil filter. Off of, I got a 460 out of an 89 1 ton, and it had the 90 degree right off the front of it. So that'll, and you can actually swivel it some. You can swivel it down wherever we want it, or the remote, whichever he wants to go with. Just an idea.
If it can get the steering box back on, it'd be a fantastic idea.
I think we can get it back on with that 90. Or, like you said, we can go with the remote oil filter, one or the other. It'll go. It'll go.
It'll go, he says. Yeah, so we don't need the engine in there to fit these on.
No.
But we are going to be putting the engine back in, but we got a lot to cut out.
There we go.
One hand with that, Nate?
I can get her. I can get her here.
Just let you get the transition
I'll
past
come
her.
up a little bit. You're past that yoke, aren't you?
Should be good now.
Yeah.
So I get these cut in place, and then we'll get into cutting and taking off the thing. We're down to one grinder. We cooked our Princess Auto grinder in one day.
I seen that. I kind of chuckled.
And I only bought it till I got some new ones. And I have to go drive for an hour to get something. It's like, grrr. You know?
Yeah, nobody local's got any of them. No.
I even went into the the DeWalt store in Halifax. Just want to take a little bit off each. Just want to take a little bit off each. See what happens. It'd be easier to put them in there anyways. Look what I did.
Got her?
Yeah, got her, but you want to put a bolt in that? That's probably a bit hot.
Where'd I put that? In my pocket. Up in my pocket.
I'm shy in an eighth, but it should be shy in eighth probably.
Well, we can bring that in the bush and attack them if you want, right? I gotta drill that, okay.
Why is it hot?
Yeah, that's okay.
Hot. It's hot. All right, so this is what I did with the bushings there. You see I've got one there. I've got it cut, obviously. This is what I'm doing. Nathan is drilling them. And what these are is what we could get today. It's what we could get. Actually, that's what's happening. And it is what it is. Like, you use what you have. And that's what I'm going for. I built the mounts. Bought some, I don't know how much the bushings are. 15 bucks. So this is what we're doing. This is what I'm going for. I'll sand it down a little bit. One grinder today. Terrible.
Feast and famine, that's the way it goes, isn't it? Feast and famine, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Terrible.
Feast and famine, that's the way it goes.
Put that over there.
Tap that in there.
Nate, do you want to try this other one I sanded, if that goes tighter on that or not? You might want to drill it first. That's hot, maybe.
Yep.
You want to see if that...
Tighter, oh, between the two?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I mean, if it isn't, that's fine too, but if it's tighter between the two, I need a zip cut. I'm going to go with... Got some small ones here, the gold ones I liked from a long time ago. They seem to cut nice, so I'm just going with it. Just gonna cut a little bit off. Start sanding.
Yeah, that one's better, Chad. Just make sure it gets all cut. You want to try that for width? I changed that one, it made that one tighter. So
I'm just going to give it a little bit of sand. Could change that disc again. Actually, we can try it without it.
yeah, let's just try it real quick.
It's hot.
We got the other piece of pipe you had there.
Right here.
Just a little bit, Chad.
Yeah,
Not much.
give me the one that's not sanded.
One
No.
that's the roughest looking.
Ooh. Oh, sorry about that. I was running before you give it to me.
High-speed wobble.
We get that done, then we'll get in there and we'll cut that cross member out, and then we'll get that engine. See that? Did you? Huh? Thanks for coming back, everybody. We really appreciate it. Did you notice Nathan's shirt that he has on today? I did.
It's a gooder. It's a gooder, Chaddles.
Want to bend anything? Want to take too much off?
No, just a little bit, buddy.
I want it to look nice. I don't want to have a hard time putting them on either, you know, when it comes time.
There
Perfect.
we go.
It's like Nathan said, when it comes time, we can tack. We can tack.
Just drill that. Oh,
What's it? Again, drill that out
yeah,
again.
I'll go drill that and then I'll...
We can tack on our square stock. We're just going to use some 1-inch, 3/4, 3/16 square stock and go to the round pieces after we do that. Right now, I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to change the disc on the grinder. We're going to cut that out. The only reason I didn't cut it out before is because I didn't want to cut it out. I did not want this wishbone here. I guess you call that a wishbone. You know, the old turkey when you make a wish. There it is right there. It's hooked in the center of the X-frame. I didn't want the front end taken off anywheres. I'm not sure what's going to happen when I cut that, if it's going to come up. I think it's going to come up. But we have a bracket there we want to take off. I've already got, or Nathan got that one unbolted there. I'm going to unbolt that over there. And then I'm going to come across and cut the back. And I think I'm going to leave it. I think we're going to let the engine push it down. I'm not sure. See what happens. And then once we get it in place, we can tack some square stock to it. Gotta take this off again.
And then once he makes the mount, he tacks them on the frame, and then when we pull the body off and box it in, it'll all get welded in when it's boxed in.
She'll finish the cookies after the body's off, yeah. Basically.
Like put the icing on the cake.
That didn't work on that.
No?
Just pulled it out. You want to give me that other cord in the wall there?
You betcha.
I'm going to cut that off, I guess. Actually, I'm going to cut a bolt here because you took your bolt out. Your bolt come out. I
can't the bolt come out on the other side.
Yeah, I'm going to cut this one out. I want that brace.
You want that brace back?
I do. I think we...
Oh, you use that
A little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure. Is it coming up, Nate, or is it going down?
We don't know yet. Right yet.
When I get close, will you stand on that front bar just to make sure it don't fly up at me?
Yep.
But it goes down.
When you get close, yep. There we go. That's all right. That's all right.
Should I just... I think the transmission, the engine's gonna put enough weight on that, don't you, to...
If we have to, we can stick something to hold it down. But I think it'll be all right because we only need to go another 2
Okay.
inches, and that was gonna.
That's the whole time that I've been cutting on this thing. That's not what I've been wanting to do, is to cut that wishbone of there yet, because I think I'm like, haven't built the car completely yet. We just want to get the motor hooked up in it, and I don't want to tear a bunch of stuff apart, not knowing what I'm doing yet. But these wishbones will probably be split apart. Nathan will get his wish, and I'll get mine, and Jolene will win. And we'll split them to each side, and then we'll see what goes on from there. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not sure yet. Yep. I want this configuration of a front end, but I'm not sure where I want the wishbones yet. Let's throw her in, man.
You're gonna cut the rest of it. That's all you're gonna do? Push that down?
Yeah. Did you want me to cut it off more?
Oh, okay. I just thought that's what you were gonna do instead of training mount or something in there. That's all.
I'm just kind of wondering, like, that's down, like,
2 inches.
it pushes the car back, like it.
I'm just wondering if you cut this off here, if that whole thing was down. Fine. Whatever you.
Do you think it would go down further if I cut that off?
Because you're pulling on this now. Yeah, whatever you think.
Let's try it with it, and if it goes, we'll use it. If it don't, we'll pull it back out and do it again.
Okay.
Okay. It's a game, I guess. If you don't like it, do it again. We're hoping this time, we're thinking that almost the tail shaft will go underneath this thing. That's what we're thinking. And I might have to cut that. Maybe I should just cut it while Nathan's pumping, just to make sure. Why not? Doesn't seem to be coming up, does it, Nate? You got your wish, Nathan.
What's that, Chad?
Got your wish. Is that what you're wishing for? I got her. Nothing's going on so far. Everything seems to be good. That's going to push down easier. The front end's jacked up far enough. The body right now, when I made that floor, there's square stock all along around the edge of the floor. It's bolted to the frame, so nothing's coming apart, nothing's moving. It would have to pull the car apart. We're connected here, we're connected there. We're connected all through the middle.
Still got the main front cross members in it. And
still all this is connected, bolted down, so we're all good. Come, Nathan, come on in. Got really lucky this morning. Found a transmission mount out in the shed. Like, that was crazy. A brand new. We've got the bushings. Napa come through on those bad boys. Just keep cutting. That's all I can do. And I really want it in the right place. I think we're going to have to come out and come in.
Yeah, come back over a bit and bring the stand and roll too much. The front end in too much for me. Now, if I can get this to turn. A little bit more the Now it'll go.
You're all on your own. I'm not swaying it one way or the other. Just holding on it.
Yeah, I can see.
You're doing good. Fantastic.
I can see most of it there.
All right, let's let it down.
So we can get underneath. Yeah.
So, as me and Nathan have been discussing it over and looking at the toy and going back and forth, I really would like the breather coming out of the hood. The breather, or the air cleaner, or whatever it is there, the intake. I want that coming out. I really don't want the carburetors coming out.
You're hitting there somewhere.
I'm just touching on the side.
Okay.
Whoa. I don't know where we're at, what's going on, but it's underneath that. That makes me happy.
There, what's that doing? I pushed down on that.
What?
Is back free there, Chad?
Oh, just a second. Something happened to my leg. What? What? Something happened to my leg. What's going on? What do you need to know? Are we hitting back here?
Boy, I can't go down a little bit. What are we hitting?
Not hitting anything right at the present moment.
So we go back a little bit.
We can a little bit. Now you got to let it down because.
Oh, so now where's your scoop? So
your transmission mount is hitting.
come look up here. We don't need to go back in the car. Go back.
That's good then. That's perfect. Looks good.
There's your bar you had.
Now I want to go ahead a little.
Here, you put your thing where you wanted it.
So we're an inch and a half. We're saying we're an inch and a half behind this.
We're gonna come over this way.
And we need to come down a little bit, I think, in the front. Or is it caught? Are we caught?
Nope. Come ahead too far now. We'll go down a little bit, Chad.
Yeah.
There's a little bit.
Can you come ahead some?
Can you figure out what you want?
I do. I want to put this bar on here.
Yeah, you want to.
Right across the thing. You want to come. It's got to come ahead.
Okay.
Come ahead. Great. Right there. Looks good to me. Like if that there's quite straight with that. See how this
Yeah.
straight on there. It gives me 1.5 inches back here. I have to have an opening for the a little bit of room around it. I'm thinking. I don't want it way back and right into there. I don't think I need it right there. It needs to come down some. So we're 1 inch and I'm saying right about there somewhere. I'm good with that. Does it look level?
Come this way just a little bit. Wait. Do you want to lay something across the frame and lay it across there and see where it's at?
I want to be honest with you. Can we let's take these out, or take them out.
The ratchet strap will have to take. I don't think.
No, I just want to take these all off because it is. I think it's at where I want it for height. I think.
Okay.
Or just a minute now. That comes down 1/4 inch below that, so that should be in the hood. The top of the hood is right here, and that comes down a little bit inside of it.
And that.
Can we go down just a little bit further?
Yep.
Because we could always shim it.
Let's see what the back is. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
You can go. Go a little more, please. Thank you. Keep going a little bit.
More?
Yep. Right there would be fantastic. So now what I want to do is I want to take this off. What I'm trying to do is I want the breather coming out of the hood. I don't want the carburetors coming out of the hood.
Yep, I want to take that off.
I want to take that off. I want to, you can see on that one pretty good. I just took this out because what I'm trying to do is, what can I say? The car is sitting like this. All I want to do is make the carburetors fit the car, basically. With that piece on, kind of give us, you want to put that piece back on, Nate?
Yeah,
and see how that piece runs along with this back.
This front.
And then that'll tell me if the engine's one way or another. If this piece here, this hood scoop fits good, which I just got Nathan to take it off. What we wanted to do is we wanted to fit across that bar nice. And I think it's got to go that way a little bit. The engine's got to go that way a little bit.
Yeah. I was just going by the front crank pulley here in the.
If you know what I'm, like, I mean, for me, if I'm looking across that plate, looks like it's down like this a little bit on this bar. So if we let it over that way a little bit.
Wait, to bring this over a little bit here. That needs to come over here just a little bit.
How do you want that to stay over there?
Something
Right there? Here. Get some right here.
Because you see, you got this here ball which throws you off.
Okay.
If you had something in there, keep that.
Piece of wood.
Something, keep that over here, then.
Not too big? Too small? I'll get it after a while, Nate.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, right there. Right there with that. And then now the front end is probably over. Yep, now I can take the front end over just a little bit.
And we're just trying to straighten it out. I don't think it matters.
Check that.
All right, Nate, come look at this. See this piece right here? That little piece right there?
Yeah.
Running across with that bar.
Yeah, so it needs to go this way a little bit.
Just a little bit,
So we should be able to do that with this. So we want to roll that motor towards, which way is that bar going to go?
The other way,
The other way.
I think.
Yeah. There we go, that way there. He's going to roll it.
Look at that now, that's the piece of equipment right there. A little bit more, I think. You come back, take a look at it so you know. Do you think?
That's pretty close, isn't it?
It's close, but.
Oh, it's going to go that way, don't it? Yeah.
Yeah, the engine,
Yeah.
I would say, what we're looking at is just so they can see for a second. We're trying to get this right here, level with that piece of square stock, running across where the hood's gonna lie, and basically just eyeing up the corners and looking at it and seeing if it's nice or not. Like, We want the end of these looking right. And it can be shimmed with a washer or something if something
that one there might be bent a little bit, Chad. Just a minute.
Turn it whichever way you think's best. And then when we get that locked in place, then when we get the distance locked in place and we have it straight, then we're gonna weld those things to the chassis.
So
That'd be the end of it.
if anything, it's gonna go just a little bit more.
Yeah.
More, if anything. Oh, now we lost our back, of course. Of course we did.
We can straighten that out after. We're getting close though. We're getting
Right there, stay there for a minute.
just a little bit more, Nate. Give her a couple more turns maybe. Good. I think that's fantastic, I think. Come back, take a look at it. Look at the plates of the carburetors here and along there and just to see if they match up or not. We're just trying to look and see if it's straight.
That's pretty close.
Isn't it?
That's pretty close.
Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's the motor?
That looks really good. Right down the center too, doesn't it? Like inside where we cut.
Yeah.
Looks good. That looks good.
So what's it look like this
2 inch
way?
back there, that's good.
What's this look like this way?
What do you think about that? Nathan was saying about the bowls.
In the carburetor, yeah, we don't want to have the motor tip one way too much or the other. It can
Can mess with
to the back.
the bowls in the carburetor and the
Float
gas.
bowls in the carburetors.
Float bowls. Is that too much back, you think? Or does that look just right? Actually, it looks like it come down some more, doesn't it? Or that can come up in the back. You want to take that up? Let's push it ahead. Turn this.
Okay, I'll go ahead a little bit. Yep. Up on top of that's probably too much, isn't it?
Well, we'll see. I think probably gonna have to do. That'll help us hold the center too,
much.
actually.
That might be too much. That actually doesn't look too bad.
Actually, you know something? That probably should come down more. That probably should come down more because that breather, that's gonna hit, the carburetor's gonna hit the hood.
So the whole thing's gonna go down more.
Yeah, and if you know what I'm trying to say, that's gonna be set, if it's gonna be setting them like that, that there to me, that there is higher than, that's gonna hit the hood. I don't want that hitting the hood, do I?
So that's why you get it so it's level.
Pull back.
Oh, we're going back underneath there.
Let's let it down more. We're level this way. We're level, like going across this way. We just gotta let it down. That's it. I say that's it, but that's it.
There's another. A little more, or what do you think? That's a half
Just make sure
inch.
them carburetors, when the shut the hood come, look this way.
Yeah, we are.
Wait. Come this way. Do you think that's gonna go underneath on the side here? That's not gonna go underneath the hood though, is it?
Yeah, I gotta get over here.
You know what I'm saying?
See it straight on it.
That's not gonna go underneath the hood. Hood comes out straight, you know what I mean? It's gonna hit the hood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or hit the,
Yeah, it's a little bit, but that just puts the front of, that'll put the front of your scoop up a little higher.
the back scoop down a little lower and the front up a little bit higher, but it is built that way, but
Yeah.
that's gonna hit the hood. So I'd say
Well, you're cutting for the scoop anyways. The scoop is out wider past the carburetors, right?
no, but, okay.
Because
Right.
it's narrow at the back and it widens out at the front. Right, here's a second.
You have to take a look at that thing.
See what I'm saying?
Can't get it on there with that on there.
Oh
can you?
no, but you'll get a, so that's pretty right. That goes about there, there. See where the front widens out right at that carburetor, right?
Right about there somewhere. Okay, that's wider than the carburetor up front, so that's fine.
Yep.
All right, let's go with that then. Because that's,
But when you look at the back of this,
I don't want the back of the carburetor to hit the hood either, right?
Yeah,
I want
right
that inside of the hood, really.
well, this is, yeah, the hood will be right here on the side of the,
Yeah, that's where I want it. I sort of like to get it come underneath here
and
somewhere.
that's about where it is. Like, look at. There's your bottom line here. I'll set this right on that. That's your bottom line right there. So you can have a.
Okay, that's what we're gonna go with then. That's what we're gonna go with. right there.
Or you can go down just a little bit more, whatever you think.
Once we connected, I'm thinking that should be happy, but should the front? What do you think about the front end? Do you think carburation can come down some, or?
I'd actually like to see how level the motor is on a. I'm gonna lay that short level on them carburetors and just see what you got there. You got a little bit longer one than that one. You want a little bit longer?
I'll lay right on the side of the carburetor.
Yeah, we'll lay right on the side of the carburetor. Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, it's right there.
So really,
Let it down
it'd be
some.
nice to.
Just let it down. Well, actually, you want the.
We can go down a little bit more, bring the back end up.
Let's do that thing again where I lift it up again. Put this. You want that? That has to come up. It says.
Just a little.
Make up our mind here in a minute. We will. We will make up our mind here in a minute.
May come back a long ways.
Huh?
See, halfway in that ball wouldn't be too bad.
How's that now?
Halfway in the ball wouldn't be too bad. Actually, that there's freaking level. Look at that. There. So it's actually the other way. The frame's that way. That way. I'm gonna let the front down just a little bit.
No. We'll just. Can I take the back? Can I take the back up to watch this
Sure
snake?
we can. Yeah, we can take the back up a little bit more.
I'll do this. What's that tell you? What's that look
About
like?
dead level. That'd be all right. Right there. It's just about dead level. If it's just
That's
a
good.
hair, yeah, that'll be.
That's good then.
That should be.
We're a little forward, are we not?
No, that's just. It's still just a touch, but that's not so bad. That's not so
Okay.
bad.
Cool.
Now, did she stay centered out here and centered in the back? Looks like we went that way a little bit.
I'm gonna look up top where the holes cut out. Does that look
Yeah,
pretty
you look
good?
at that and set that up.
This in here looks nice. Like it looks pretty.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to change much of the little bit of tunnel back in.
No, this looks nice in here.
I think it's going to go a little bit to the passenger side. Right there.
We're good.
Yeah, we'd come this way just a little bit on that one. Right there, I'd say.
You think that's? I think we want to go the other way on that. To be honest with you, sitting in here, just pull on it a little bit. I want to center that. Right? I want to center. I'm going to center that. How's that for you? Up front. Tell me what it looks like up front, right? And then we'll stick her in.
I'll take the front to the passenger side just a little bit. It's not too bad. How's it look on the center here, Chad? This right here. How's this look here, Chad? From there to your center of this.
Don't look bad. Looks good. Looks good. Let's weld it in.
And it's a long ways from the steering, like everything's still,
That looks
the
good.
oil pan is,
That looks good up there.
that charger set there like that. And that's still, so that gives it a little bit, or to the front, so that gives a little bit back on the, that'd be a couple percent there, like even on the, put it on the valve cover, it still sets a couple percent back. So that'd be all right.
Should lean back a little bit, just a little bit. Are you more into level?
It is leaning back a little bit. Either that or I just if I take the jack up just a hair, but see what
Yeah, it is lean back a little bit. I was like going right there. That's perfect. Yeah, you got it. Nate's right. I guess basically what I'm looking for now, going in through like this is kind of messing me up, this thing here.
See, all I'm doing is I'm looking at here and here.
Yeah. Going up through the front. It looks center in the back of this piece right here. And all you can do is eye it up because I don't know. It's good to me.
And you can run a tape across here if you want. Hook on here and just go straight across.
We can do that after a little bit, you know what I mean? You know, that little bit that we're going to choose.
Yeah.
Let's weld a piece. Let's weld it in, Nate. What do you think?
Tack in there.
Do you want to weld it? You want me to weld it? Square stock. Let's get some square stock going.
We'll get them there bushings set in the middle there.
This is what we have. We have some 1-inch, 3/4 inch square stock. Very strong stuff. We're just going to.
I'll set them like that.
Oh, they fit on there nice, do they?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I just centered it on that.
Okay.
So that'd be all right there.
Do we want to go inside the chassis, or?
If you slid right in through here and then welded to that edge.
I'm going to give you a tape measure. I know it's hard to believe, but I am. And we're going to try to weld a couple pieces on to see if we can let that chain go, see
All
what
we
happens.
gotta do is go up inside of here and then you can tack it. So I'd say
8.5 or 9 and V it.
I'm all the way bottomed out,
Okay.
so 8, let's go
I'm going to go
8 1/4, no less. 8 1/4 plus a tick. So the other side should be about the same.
You're hoping. We have another tape measure right here. Where's that tape measure at?
8 1/2 on this side.
I want to take another tape measure. Can you see one, sweetheart? Can you see one? Can you see one?
8 1/2.
Put some
Yeah, 8 1/2.
somewhere.
I'd say both of them, and then we can
What's that?
just 8 1/2 for both of them.
So do you want me to V them to fit that pretty good? So I could do like a
Yeah, it'd be nice.
like a 9 and just V the back of it?
Yeah. Or
I need
sand
that tape
around
measure,
it.
that's all. Oh, brother.
Okay. What?
What I'll do is I'll cut one, and then you tell me if you like it, and then we'll cut it again to make sure
I'll
it's
get some
right.
clamps to hold it up.
Wow. Just being that out so maybe it can get more distance. You want to try that? And just tell me if I have to cut some off. If you just put it against the pipe to see if it even fits against the pipe. To see what it looks like. Poop. I can cut some off if you want to see what the length is. And
Yeah, you still got to take another quarter. Take another bit more of the flour.
I'll take some off that tip too, 'cause that's not very good either, is it? Not so far next time, Hiltz. I didn't cut any off in length, but what I didn't do is took that tit off. You want to be hot at the end.
It's too long.
Too long by a little bit?
I'll take about a half an inch off it.
Yeah, I gotta get to taking that grinder disc off. Haven't got many good grinder discs left, man. I have to go to the dollar store.
Turn that up on D.
They're not $1 though, they're $2. Are we gonna try to make each side the same?
Well, that's what I was.
Is that what you're going for, Nathan?
Well, we were looking at.
Look at that now, would
Yeah,
you?
we'd be able to
Who's your daddy?
put that right in the middle of that,
That'd be nice.
and then you can weld it here,
Yeah, just weld on the top, and
Yeah.
we'll 45 it up from the bottom to hold.
and then you can 45 the one up from the bottom. Then after you box the frame, it'll be reinforced when you box it because
So-
we can web it in or whatever
Bring
afterwards.
that one over and tell me if you like it on this side.
We can web it in.
See if he likes it on
afterwards.
this side.
It's up to you, whatever you think, man.
He does.
That'll work.
What?
That'll work.
A little shy.
But yeah, like I say, you're welding it here, and then
Okay.
afterwards when it's boxed, this will be all in
Right.
there, in with it when it's boxed.
Right. I'll make another one. I'll make another one. If you want to weld that in, you're more than welcome.
I can if you want.
Yeah,
tack it.
sure. What I would say is try to center that.
Yeah, got to center that
Obviously.
bushing first.
Center that bushing.
Yeah.
And try to make that run off, make this square stock run off straight to your eye.
To the eye from
To
here.
the eye, yeah, exactly. And if you want to scrape the top of that frame off, I can give you that air if you want a die grinder, scrape it off so you can get a good weld.
It's shiny there where you just cut that piece off.
You got
right
it.
there.
You got this. You got it. You got it. Actually, I want that piece to give me a length.
How about you take that and get a length?
Just get a little bit longer.
If you're an eighth longer, it's okay. Yeah, maybe. Looks like it stayed where you wanted it, didn't it?
Hoping so.
Frame goes on an angle, so you really can't tell if it's square or not, because the frame's on an angle. So I don't want it on that. I don't want it on that thing. Right behind that pin, we'll have to tack it.
Who needs a pipe notcher anyway?
Yeah, get in the right place here after a bit.
Want me to hold it?
I had it tacked, but just come out. I gotta go behind that rivet there. And then,
Excuse me, sweetheart. Just trying to get this thing locked in here, that's all.
see if I can get another tack on there.
Wait a minute, huh? It don't move.
That's a little better. That looks pretty good right there, actually. See, this frame's on an angle this way,
yeah.
so you can't go square off the frame because that's on an
I
angle.
like that there. I like that there.
I had to go behind that rivet, or else it would have been.
Yeah, go for it.
That's not great. We'll just put tack on it.
Just put tack on it.
No, that didn't move anywheres on us, did it? It's a tiny tack is all that is.
Nate, you want to do this one?
Put too much heat on it because we got to pull them bushings back out before you weld them. What are you thinking, Chance?
You can tack it on the
Oh,
car.
yeah, you see where the rivet is, yeah. And that there's,
Can you see it all?
I don't, well, I'm going to close my eyes, same as
Okay.
you, ready?
There's a helmet right there. You want to grab it? If you want it.
Put another tack up here if you want, real quick. That's a light tack. We'll hold it there so it don't fall off in your hands anyways.
Yeah, you might want to
See if you like it or not. You put the helmet on. You can only put a couple more tacks and we take the bushings in. So you want to make that other.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Good. That'll work.
Another tack on this end and then
I'd put your helmet on, put
Yep.
a tack on.
on this side over here.
Yeah. And then you can actually, you can run a bead on that if you want to.
Yep.
And give one more tack on the mount.
One more tack on the mount, then run a bead on it, yeah. Yep.
And then we'll pull the bushings out. No, we're gonna run one from the bottom.
We're gonna run one from the bottom.
Now, how am I gonna do that now? I'm gonna set that in there. I need a length. Let's do this. I don't know how I want to do that. I want something from the bottom. That's cool.
Oh, we need to get that piece cut off first with the bottom of the frame, that X-brace.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of wondering where I want it.
That's where we, yeah, because we were going to go right into where that X-brace hits.
I'm going to hit right on the face of it.
Right on here.
Huh? What do you think?
Right on the face of that right there.
We can go anywhere with it? Right there, face of that?
We fixed it up in the bottom off.
Or should I run it inside? I'd like to tack it in and pull them chains off. You know what I'm saying? The moment of truth, I like to pull the, just not sure where to run the next one. You really want to have it braced good, because they drop that, they rip that right off so fast. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Make your head spin.
Too bad that there wasn't cut out of there, because I mean, it could have went right inside. But it's too late now.
Right inside.
Yeah. Yeah, when this here was cut off here, it would have went right inside, up in there.
I can get a grinder in there. I can get a grinder in there.
Or we can...
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to get a grinder in there. Cut that off. Can I get in there on that side? I didn't put my yellow blankie back in the carburetor, did I?
No, where'd you put that?
Right in the car. Yeah, I've got that cut out there. Just cut that little piece out. Now I'm going to see if I can get a length on that.
We do have that up on the jack off the floor. That's one other thing we're going to have to check too, because we forgot about that. The front wheels are off the floor.
God damn.
Don't we move something there for you, Chad?
I think that'll work, but I just have to cut that frame more. Stop it. Pulling a Doug on it, taking her all. Doug been proud of me in that one. trying to dig more metal out of it.
Where's the wrench?
Just trying to dig. Damn it. Pair of clampy doo-boos. It's looking good though. Here's what we need. Put a piece in there. That way there I can get the piece right in back into the frame. When it wants to come down, it'd have to jam that piece of metal out through that frame. That's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an 8 with a 45. You can see I'm up to 8. I'm going to take my longest point, and then I'm going to 45 it back to make it fit that, I guess. Hoping that's the truth, but we'll see what happens. Just in case it's right, we'll take that angle. Just in case it's right. You done with that, Nate? You ready? Keep going.
What's that?
Keep going. A sec. I want to get geared so I can hold that for you.
So you're not going to go on here?
Nah, that's not. Do you think it's necessary? That's hot. Go for it. Yeah. Go for it. Let's cut another one.
You need that for the pattern for the other one?
I already got it patterned. I'm gonna cut this one. getting inside, bro. You get another one cut here, and everything that we're doing here right at the present moment is mock-up. There's nothing here that is finished. Like Nathan said, you don't want that metal wallet. Well, not ready yet. It fits okay. We're putting it on there to get it mocked up. When the motor comes up, we don't like how pretty it is. That's when you start adding to it or modifying it. We are not trying to make anything that's going to be here till the end of time. We are trying to mock it up so we know where the motor goes. And like Nathan said, once that body comes off, you can make the motor mounts look like any way you want to, but that's the place we need to be. We need to find out that spot. And as you watch us build this day after day, cutting stuff out of it, moving stuff, we're just trying not to go too far, and basically cut a little bit, get into it a little bit, cut a little bit, get into it a little bit, and then after a while we'll get it where we want it. And I think that's exactly where we're at right at the present moment. We're at where we need to be. I got to cut that piece out of there. Forgot about that. Ugh. Now. Gotta get back to the grinder. How am I gonna cut that out of it now? Yeah. Hey. I did it! I got it. This little piece I had cut. And actually doing this, not knowing that he... And not knowing where something is going, or what something's going to do when I'm cutting that wishbone out, when I do not know what I want to do there yet. It's just kind of a... Ooh, I didn't like that noise, did you? Ooh, cut this right here for a second. That ain't coming through, is it, Nate? That ain't coming off, is it? Huh? That's a hot little woolly. Want to come over here? I got one for you.
You take the air and move the air on that
And roll the end, that'd be...
Okay, put her in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I'm thinking that it's quite a heavy engine. That shouldn't be too bad on them bushes. There's a little bit of air in between those bushes, like not much, but I'm just wondering once Nate gets that welded, if it would be able to take the engine mount off. It looks nice and centered. Looks real good. Looks real good. This is what am I gonna do? I really want to take the jacks. I want to take that off it. I just don't know, like we only got like 3 or 4 tacks here. If that was welded on there good, well, yeah, fine, it's gonna stay. But it's not welded on that good. You want me to hit it with the air? You want to weld the top and hit it with the air?
You can, yeah.
Do you think that'll work, Bye?
Yeah, okay.
Because the bushing's got a metal around it also, so you're not welding onto the bushing, but you would be getting the metal hot itself. So we'll let Nathan weld across the top of it, and then I'll make sure I get the heat off it. Is that what you're going to do, just weld across the top of it?
At the bottom of that. Whenever you're ready there, you can do whatever. Yeah.
I'll hold it for you, Bye. Man, I'll help you out. I'm on your side.
Okay, so
You're going to weld the top, and then I'm going to blow it off.
let's see where to start here.
Nice, Nate. Let's do it the other side. That should hold it. That motor ain't ripping that off.
In there, but we'll get the...
That motor won't rip that off, just sitting there. And if it does, it's a damn good motor. Right? If it rips auto old off, it's a damn good motor. Them helmets are very sensitive to the light, so. That's a nice shirt, Nate.
It makes me feel like I'm bunking over the top.
Nothing is done yet. You're going to weld on the inside of that one you want to?
I want to get one spot on the inside.
So basically what's going to happen is nothing is completed yet. They are not finished. I just want to keep saying that because they're not finished. If we think we need more brace, we will make more brace. If we think they're not strong enough, we will make more. But what we're going to do is he's going to weld that on there.
That shouldn't go anywhere anyways. It's hard against the frame.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to disconnect this, pull this bad boy out, and then we can stand back and say, look, we got the engine located where we need it. And there's going to be some more mocking up going on. What's going to have to go on is that engine's going to, let's face it, the engine's going to have to stay there should stay there for a little bit. There's a hood hood and 2 front fenders have to go back on. The hood has to be cut to fit that. There's a lot that's got to go on to make everything work. And that's what we do. That's what we enjoy doing. And thanks for coming back. Really appreciate it. Let's let it down, see what happens. The front is going to fall like a no? Yeah?
The front's still in jack stand too, so it should be. We're just going to see what it does here.
Hear any creaks, just stop, will you? Car's going down. Huh?
Suspension.
Just, it's all coming down together.
We could take that jack and stick on the dual pan too.
Well,
She's on there right now. What do you think before I let it all the way?
I gotta try it sometime.
Got a block of wood, just says block of wood on there.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. We'll cut the belt. No, we'll leave it alone.
What?
We'll leave it. Yeah.
We'll
Want
just
to try
put
it? I don't. No, we shouldn't put it under there.
I'd rather have a short distance for it to fall than a big distance.
I don't want to cut that belt really.
Huh?
No, that's gonna cut the belt.
It's fine, isn't it? So we got one chain.
One link on each chain. Yeah. One link on each chain right here. Just set that down there. And I'm just gonna leave it. Remember, this goes right there.
Wow.
Yeah, just hold that there and I'll pull it out. Oh, watch it, Joe there. Got you tripping.
Ain't that something? Huh?
Yeah, I'll grab your other piece and we'll set it on there.
Don't really want to go crazy with it because we all know we've just got it welded in. When we have it welded in like this, when you got a piece welded in straight like this, it's got no strength coming down this way. But when we put that gusset, it comes up to it and going down into that chassis, in order for that to bend this piece, it would have to shove this piece out through the side of the frame, basically. Or, yeah, that's what it'd have to do. So Nathan's going to actually put on the stuff. How far can I come back? There. Beautiful.
That's right with your... As in your picture, I guess that cow looks about right.
Well, yeah, we're back in there. And I have to have a little distance in here, right? Like there has to be like a little distance in. You know, there you go. I want, you know, an inch behind this thing so it does not hit or anything all the way around. So it's going to look like that. I don't want to have, I'm good with it. I'm fantastic with it. What do you think, Nate? Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
It took a little bit more. Like I thought me and Doug had most of it done yesterday, but it's just more and more when you start trying to get it where you need it to go. There's more that has to be done, obviously. I'm thinking that it looks pretty good. I'm thinking that the hood, yeah, it looks real good. Awesome. The suspension has come down in the front.
It's going to come down a little bit more too. Take that jacket. We didn't allow for that.
I'm hoping to try to keep the car the same height. So whatever suspension has come down, we're probably going to add it to the suspension to bring it back up. So if it's come down 2 inches, we're going to add a 2-inch plate or something in there to bring that back up. I want to thank everybody for coming back. I really appreciate it. I dug deep trying to get the motor mounts still warm, trying to get the motor mounts made. But let's face it, I'm doing with what we have to get it done. The mounts I think they're going to be fine, are they not?
Yeah, there'll be a little gusset on the bottom side of it there still.
No, I mean the bushing and all that stuff.
The bushing will work out fine. Just on the bottom there, before we put the bushings in, they'll put a gusset on that bottom. Where you brought that one angle out, we'll just come off a little further with a gusset on the bottom of that. And then when the frame goes in, you'll be boxing the frame to them. They'll be into the frame when it's boxed.
And it looks good this way. If you look this way, have the triangles there. Looks good this way, you know what I mean? Have this built. Not bad.
When it's boxed, it'll be all intertwined with the boxing, the frame welded right in and stuff.
Right. Yeah, so this can be also, if you think about it, this could be capped. Like when this is done, this could be capped with once we plate the frame in, this could be capped with 1/8 plate on either side and capped in, so we could make it look as full. That'd be twice as strong because you'd be able to weld the plate to this.
Yep. And
whatever.
Yep, you could bring them.
And we'll just keep building as we get going. I want to thank everybody for coming back. I want to thank Nathan for wearing the shirt today. I want to thank everybody for buying their shirts. We appreciate it. We really do. I want to thank Jolene for being so kind to me this week. She's been just lovely.
Do a little shout out to my daughter's 16th birthday today. Happy birthday,
Nathan's
Jada.
daughter turned 16 today. Congratulations. You're all on your own. You're going to live indoors. You're going to live outdoors. Something you got to make up your mind, isn't it?
Yep.
That's what I told my son. You're going to live indoors. You're going to live outdoors. You have to make up your mind. All right, then, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. Come back tomorrow, and we will be here. Oh, do me a favor. Have a great day.